comment who has not yet, you can see Mrs. Hardy to do that.
That's
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Couple of the science people
I haven't heard from
have
him.
experience, but not a million years.
Come in
And
last second.
seem like good, seem like good people. Yeah. Which, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was a CC for social studies. They didn't have the RX back then.
No.
Oh, it got really quiet all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
I know.
We need some music. There you go.
Yeah, we used to have that when we met in the auditorium, right? We had like gathering music.
I can make that happen at the next meeting.
We had music before people started rapping. When they had to do sound checks, that was harder. So.
Okay, did anybody watch the Oscars?
No.
Okay, I didn't either, but I saw a video clip of the guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once. When that movie won, he's the guy that played Is it 5:30?
We might as well roll.
All right, are we
I
ready?
was ready.
All right, it is 5:30, so we are going to go ahead and get started. We will call the meeting to order, and I understand that our friends from Hollywood in the back are going to help lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
They're actually the ones in the front. We're out
The
right
ones
now.
in the front, all right. We will follow after you.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job. Nice job. Thank you. All right, we will start with introductions. We'll start with Mrs. Von Koenig.
Lori Von Koenig.
Scott Allen.
Kevin Bushu.
Rachel Wade.
Greg Eating.
Griffin Ott.
Bill Scalata.
Julie Powell.
All right, moving on to approval of the agenda. I hope everybody had a chance to take a look. Any changes or additions to tonight's agenda? If not, I will take a motion for approval.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, moving on to approval of consent action items. Any changes here? Any questions? All right, this will be a roll call vote, and we will start this way. Mr. Scaletta?
Aye.
Mr. Ott?
I think we need a motion first.
Motion.
Oh,
Yep.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much for that. Can I get a motion to approve the approval of the action consent?
so moved.
Thank
Support.
you. Okay, now we'll start this way. See, we were really just vamping to give
Yep.
Dr. Beckrow a chance to, before I had to ask him his vote. Mr. Scaletta?
Aye.
Mr. Ott?
Aye.
Dr. Beckrow?
For the agenda?
The consent agenda.
Aye.
Mr. Bushu?
Aye.
Mr. Allen?
Aye.
Mrs. Von Koenig?
Aye.
And I vote aye. All right. Let's see here. Moving on to good news about our schools. So, Mr. Eating, you want to set this up for us?
Absolutely, Ms. Maserata and the Hollywood team. Perfect.
We have our 4th and 5th grade choir here to sing for you, which is very awesome because as you guys know, for COVID, we haven't been able to have a choir for a long time. So we have Mrs. McLaughlin back, who's doing a fabulous job with these kiddos, and they're going to sing 2 songs for you today.
Excellent.
Hello, this is the Hollywood Choir Club. We are made up of 4th and 5th grade students, and we meet once a week after school. Our first song is an arrangement of the folk song Whippoorwill. Our last concert this year will be at 3rd and 4th grades annual concert on April 11th. Come see the awesome things that are happening in our music classes. In keeping with our animal theme, our last song tonight is called In the Wild.
what amazing posture and watching Mrs. McLaughlin the whole time. I saw that. Beautiful, beautiful.
I was so impressed by their technique. I can tell that they're really working on the vowel shapes, and they all had such great smiles. Thank you for all your hard work.
Can I ask the kids in the back, what is it that the giraffe says? Bleep?
Leak.
Leet. With a T.
Leet.
Bleat? B-L-E-E-T?
Leet.
Thank you. That's a new one for me. Thank you for teaching me that. Well done.
Very cool.
Good evening, school board members. We are current members of the Hollywood Student Lighthouse team. We do some pretty cool things at Hollywood, and we want to share one of them with you. Each year, all the students at Hollywood participate in Give Back Day. We know that small acts of kindness can make a big difference in the world, and this is our chance to do that. It is important for our Hollywood leaders to know that, even as kids, we can synergize on meaningful projects that give back to people in our community who are less fortunate than us.
Our first Give Back Day took place in 2015. At first, we just did projects around the school. We worked on school beautification by helping pick up the playground, clean common areas, and planting in the garden. Over the years, we have started adding in projects that would extend our reach outside of the school, starting with cleaning up at Sandra Kay's and the Hollywood store. The past few years, all of our projects have helped the community. Some of the projects we have done included making toys for animals at the Humane Society, collecting food for local food pantries, and creating care packages for local first responders.
Each year, the Student Lighthouse team brainstorms a list of different people we can help and what projects we might be able to do. We believe that every student has a voice, so we present all of our ideas and let the students and staff vote on which projects we should do. We have some exciting projects this year that focus on children in our community.
We are going to give back to patients at DeVos Children's Hospital. By choosing DeVos, we are supporting our Lakeshore students as well as other children in the community. First, we are going to make no-sew fleece blankets. Students are going to design coloring pages that we will make into a book, then put a kit with crayons and stickers. We are also going to do a toy drive for new items to donate to the activity room at DeVos. All of these items will be given to kids receiving care at DeVos. We are working with Berrien County Foster Agency this year. We will be collecting items that children in foster care may need. These items include socks, hygiene items, and small toys. We will also give them some of the coloring kits we are creating for DeVos.
We are partnering with the Lincoln Township Library on an exciting project this year. They want to install garden art poles at the library. We are going to design and paint these. These will be a great visual reminder to our leaders that the things that they do for others can be seen for years to come. We are also going to decorate bookmarks that the library can hand out to patrons.
Give Back Day is one of the events that Hollywood students look forward to every year. We are proud to share with you one of the many ways that we are making a difference in our community. We would be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Board members, questions?
Well, not a question, but a comment. What amazing speakers for that age. You know, most of us would have been terrified to get up and speak in front of anybody, let alone with a camera and microphones. So great job. My 4 boys all went through Hollywood, so I have a little place in my heart for Hollywood and the amazing things that you guys do there. So kudos for reaching out and realizing that there's some in the community that need help and putting that much time and effort into it. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you guys and have a great night.
Oh, I don't think the questions are done yet. So, what grades is the Lighthouse team open to? All grades?
Second through fifth.
Okay. And is there a process to join the team, or is it just you sign up and volunteer because you want to help your community?
Well, you fill out an application first, and then if the current SLT at that time will read over the application anonymously, and then if that student passes the SLT, then they'll have an interview with an SLT member. And depending on how that interview goes, basically decides whether or not they'll make it on the SLT.
And what types of traits are you looking for when you're interviewing prospective members? What types of things are you looking for in those people?
We look for people who are responsible and help more than they're supposed to.
That's a great answer. Any other questions?
Just well done. You guys are doing an amazing job, and you're helping kids and people all around our area. And I'm proud to be a Hollywood superstar from way back a lot of years ago. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it going.
And if any of you ever want to go into teaching, it would be a great opportunity. So we need some great people like you to go into teaching. So thank you.
Or if you'd ever like to run for school board, we can talk later. Any other questions?
Nice job.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Hey, Maserata, can we take their photo over here real quick? That'd be great. Right here. I think we know who's in the back row.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right, next up on our agenda is the Superintendent's Informational Report.
Thank you. And folks, don't feel free like you need to stick around if you don't want to. So, I wrote this when the weather was a little bit nicer. I just want you to know, because my first sentence is, it's spring fever and summer vibes in beautiful Southwest Michigan. And it's time to celebrate some of the great things going on at Lakeshore School. So what I've done here is kind of bullet pointed a lot of different positive things going on in the district right now. One thing that we've already put out, but reiterating again, the Michigan Department of Education released grades for each school, and Lakeshore received some of the highest marks in all of Southwest Michigan. Lakeshore High School, the middle school, Hollywood, Roosevelt all received A's, and Stewart received a B, very close to an A. This achievement is related to the work on the professional learning communities that we're doing, and that continues throughout the district. And I'm excited to see all the hard work that our teachers are doing and how it's paying off in academic achievement. Here's a quick summary of the good work of our staff members, teachers, coaches, and students. Stewart Elementary has implemented a positive behavior system designed around their Pride initiative. Students can earn pop tickets like we saw last month that can be used to purchase items in their pop store. It's been a great success. The middle school science Olympiad team finished second in the regional competition at Lake Michigan College. This earned the team a spot to compete in the state competition at Michigan State University later this spring. The Hollywood Elementary Winter Garden Club has been growing a variety of sprouts for staff to purchase, and all profits have gone to a local food pantry. The high school has formed the Student Voice Team, which provides the school's administration with thoughts and views from the student body. This team of students has already provided input on many important issues. It's a very cool initiative, by the way. I'm excited for that. The varsity girls basketball team won the SMAC championship. The varsity wrestling team won the state regional title. Sophomore wrestler Brady Baker won the state championship at 106 pounds. And senior Aaron Lucio finished in second place at state, finishing an astounding 49-2 on his senior season. I think Brady was like 51-2 or something like that. Crazy. Roosevelt Elementary first graders worked hard on their animal research project, creating an informational book on their animal, which is very, very cool as well. And then also, I know that the band recently, sorry, I thought hearing things. The band had firsts in their festival this past weekend. I actually was able to attend one of those. It was really, really fun. And the robotics team also this past weekend competed right over here at St. Joe High School. So earned a special award. So very cool. Good stuff going on.
Yeah, no shortage of things for us to be proud of. Moving on to Board of Education reports, Administrative Affairs. Mr. Bushu?
The Administrative Affairs Committee met on February 28th at 7:15 a.m. Present at the meeting were myself, Griffin Ott, Lori Von Koenig, Greg Eating, and Julie Powell. Committee discussed an employee discipline issue as well as a middle school student situation.
Thank you. Facilities and Finance. Mr. Ott?
The Facility and Finance Committee was not able to meet this month and has rescheduled their meeting for tonight after the board meeting.
Thank you. Policy Committee. Mr. Allen?
The Policy Committee met on Tuesday, March 7th at 4:30 p.m. Present in the meeting were Bill Scaletta, Lori Von Koenig, Greg Eating, and myself. The committee discussed the upcoming Neola update and some ideas around future strategic planning for the district.
Thank you. Recommendations of the superintendent. Overnight trip. Mr. Eating?
Yes, the HOSA Leadership Conference, CTE Allied Health Nursing Center, Savannah DeVries, is asking permission to take up to 9 students to the Health Occupations Students of America, HOSA, State Leadership Conference from April 26th through 29th in Traverse City.
Any questions, comments?
Something new, right? Have we done this in the past?
I don't know. I don't think,
remember-
we've not done it since I've been here.
I was going to
So
say, that's the first.
Yeah, good.
It's awesome.
Glad to see that growing. Yep.
We have done it in the past. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
so moved.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That reminds me of another piece of good news. The DECA team participated last
Yeah,
week, right?
yeah,
And
I
had
missed that.
5,
in the
was
notes.
it
5
5?
qualified
5
for
that moved on to the
nationals, I think.
nationals?
Yep.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah, former board member Tanya Jenke
Yeah.
with that, so.
I just remembered that because we had to approve that overnight trip a
Yeah.
few months back. Okay, moving on. Section 105, Schools of Choice. Mr. Eating.
On an annual basis, the board shall take action concerning participation in the Schools of Choice program. Tonight, I'm recommending that we continue our participation in the program on a limited basis for the 23-24 school year. I ask the board to give the administration the authority to determine the numbers accepted at each grade level as the enrollment projection for next school year becomes clear. We plan to accept applications basically the month of May, from May 1 through the 22nd.
Any questions, comments?
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, sorry, I forgot to vote. Any opposed? Okay, moving on. Relinquishing of federal funds. Mr. Eating.
This fiscal year, we will not be applying for federal funds for Title III Part A immigrant students, and we relinquish these funds. If you remember, in September, we relinquished Title III Part A for English learners. Again, this is basically programming that has very few students involved in it, and then hiring becomes a pretty big burden for the district to saddle that. So we choose not to take those funds.
Any questions or comments? All right, this is a roll call vote. We will start with Mr. Scaletta.
I so moved.
Oh,
So moved.
second time, thank you. Okay, so we've got a motion, we've got a second. Now, Mr. Scaletta.
Aye.
Mr. Ott.
Aye.
Dr. Beckrow. Mr. Bushu.
Aye.
Mr. Allen.
Aye.
Mrs. Von Koenig.
Aye.
And I vote aye. All right, now we have come to the time for public comment. We only had 2 folks sign up for public comment. Kibra Van Horn Williams. I didn't see her. And Nate Williams. All right, no public comment. That brings us to the end of our meeting. So I will accept a motion to adjourn our meeting.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Yeah,
Excellent. Thank you all.
Yep, thank you.